What's up, guys? Welcome back to the GSL Code S. Are you guys ready to have your minds blown? Somebody just tweeted something at me.
What did they tweet?
Taco Cat, spelled backwards, is Taco Cat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What about Taco Cat's mom? Oh my god. Taco Cat's mom spelled backwards is still mom. What? Let's just check to make sure this isn't a magical Taco Cat. What about Taco Cat's dad?
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Today is heavy. Oh. Who's going to win here, Artosis? RorO or MVP?
The viewers.
The fans. The fans are the real winners here.
Yeah.
Esports won today.
To be honest, MVP. RorO's great. He's a great player. In fact, Coach thinks that he was going to win the group, so obviously they've been watching him closely. But you know what? They're opening on Planet S. MVP is one of the best mechers against Zerg. It's a good map for mech against Zerg. I think MVP can take this. Why do I say it like that? He's MVP, for God's sake, Tasteless.
Well,
don't ever doubt him.
Sorry about that. MVP. You know, he's so solid. He's so perfect. But RorO has practiced a lot of ZVT. RorO is having a tough group here, though. Yeah, never count RorO out, though.
MVP is so tough, though, Tasteless, that when he arm wrestled Nesty, all that happened is he got a back and arm injury. That plagues him to this day. Most people just die.
Wow.
That's pretty tough.
All right, guys, let's get hyped as we go into the losers match. Remember, the player who loses this is out of the GSL Code S. In the upper right, the only Zerg in our group, he is
삼성칸 RorO.
in the bottom left, in the blue, with a painful wrist, but still able to be a champion, he is
LGIM MVP.
You know, this little graphic where it goes like that, it kind of goes with the snow.
Well, it's reverse gold snow.
Yeah.
Gold snow goes up because it's anti-gravity.
Makes sense. Everybody knows gold snow is anti-gravity. Don't condescend to our audience, Artosis.
Yeah, I guess that's silly. You gotta be careful about anti-gravity snow.
Yeah.
You know what this is making me think of? Is
you know what anti-gravity snow is? I believe it's mist. Oh. Yeah, I just blew your mind,
crazy.
Didn't I? Yeah.
Whoa. Tasteless discovered anti-gravity.
Yeah.
Dark gravity, Tasteless. You ever read about things like dark gravity and dark matter?
A little bit, honestly.
It's pretty fascinating.
It's
Type
amazing.
into Wikipedia sometime when you're bored.
No, absolutely. I was actually thinking about a good physics book. I want to get more into physics. Can somebody recommend me a book? It's interesting to read.
Someone's just gonna like tweet at you physics for dummies.
I'm like, what's all this gravity stuff? Magnets, you can't explain that.
Ty comes in, Ty goes out. You can't explain it, Tasteless.
It's like, how do you explain where the moon came from?
Oh man. Okay, so you know they think the moon came from when another large like planetary body hit Earth.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
In the Gulf of Mexico.
I don't believe that. I think it was probably just magic. I think a sorcerer back in the time of dragons brought the moon so that the tides would happen.
Well, I mean, if the moon wasn't there, Artosis, how would the moon? Where would the moon people live? All right, when they live behind the moon where we can't see them.
Yeah.
Duh.
Obviously. This is where the Transformers are from, right?
This is where Starscream, or what is his name?
Yeah.
It's back there.
All right. Totally. Okay, so MVP, nice quick command center first into 2 racks play. Will he go for mech? Will he stay on the barracks is hard to say. Whereas RorO here, no gas yet. With the lateness of the gas and the couple queens being made right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some additional queens. I would love to see 4 queen play here from him. Start getting that creep spread moving out a little bit quicker. He did show some semi-Locira-like tendencies in some of his previous games today, where he was really fond of pushing that creep forward quite quickly. So definitely could see something like that here, and it would be super useful on this map as well.
All right, the SCV is going to have to loop around and go back home. What if MVP just like loses this? That could happen. Probably won't happen, but it could happen.
It totally could. RorO is the caliber player that can knock someone like Nesty out.
Yeah.
Well, we will see, because right now we do have RorO going up to 4 queen plays, so he's definitely going to get a jump on that creep. Get it really pushing out quite a bit, hopefully in both directions. It's got a couple gases on the way as well. So we'll go ahead and see him start to get into speed and things like that. Of course, the third base is going to be something very important, and as we see from MVP, looks like, okay, with the Tech Lab and reactor making as well as that factory, it looks like he wants to start stim as well as getting...
He might actually go for a quick timing like Ranking did.
He could.
He could have watched his games without, well...
There's a possibility the Tech Lab can be for a quick starport as well, but no, stim does start. So he's not going to be going for mech on this map. I'm actually a little bit surprised at the lack of mech. Maybe his arm isn't really that bad today. Because some of these, for instance, if you go Marines, guys, just to put this in perspective, you're going to have to be really fast at your multitasking and move your mouse hand a lot more, which could cause a little bit more pain.
Well, is it both wrists or one wrist?
I actually do not know.
When is there, if you play StarCraft, is there one wrist that tends to hurt more than the other?
Normally your mouse hand.
I think when my brother got incredible wrist pains, I believe it was in his left hand. You know,
that's funny because actually a lot, especially in StarCraft 1, a lot of people had terrible keyboard posture, where they does Stay9 like to line up the keyboard with the bottom of the table?
I'm trying to remember what it looked like.
Because that can actually cause some injuries. That's one of the reasons why me and Lucira do it slanty, because if it's down at the bottom, the way that the hotkeys were done in StarCraft 1,
twist your wrist.
Yeah, your wrist actually hyperextends all the time to hotkey stuff.
Yeah, it can really like burn in pain. Yeah, I think he did have it at the edge of the table. Yeah, it could have been something like that that helped attribute to that. But a lot of times people with quick mouse speed have to grip the mouse too tightly while they micro for precise actions, which can lead towards a lot of pain. What I ended up getting was really bad back pain. Like, I get shoulder pain. Oh, yeah, no, that would make sense with your mouse sensitivity being low. No, I would get it, because I would actually sit up in a chair and just hunch forward, so I ended up getting it a lot in my upper back and some of my lower back. So, I've seen some stuff, guys. Yeah, I guess you have. You're tough. I'm pretty hard. So to jump back into this game, Tasteless, we actually have the third command center on the way for MVP's getting his medevacs out. For RorO, and it has been scanned, he's going for roaches. He's actually going double Evo upgrades for the roaches and getting speed. Excuse me. So he's going to be very good defensively with this much creep by going roaches. And MVP, you know, he's going to have to be very careful because sometimes people make a ton of roaches on this map and just do a little timing attack where they run in there and mess you up because they have a ton of 1/1 speed roaches, and that's a very powerful set of units to have. Well, we got no siege mode at all, actually. And, all right, he's simming up. Now, this is a lot of roaches. I was going to say, he can't win that fight.
Yeah, don't forget that 1/1. It makes a huge difference. Now, we do have these Hellions coming in. I don't think they're going to get anything done, though, with that nice wall. That's why we jumped away. And, in fact, here comes that attack we were talking about. There's almost nothing in there.
Remember, no siege mode. It just started.
Yeah, and he could kill quite a few SCVs here. You know, if he goes after that bunker, he can target down some SCVs. But with all these units dropping out and a siege tank on the high ground, MVP is not going to die from this, but the SCV is taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage here. And there's just not quite enough Marines. There's one Marauder in the back now. Nice, just takes out that Buell and moves on. 1/1 is on the way, by the way. Now we have more roaches coming in here, so he's not done yet. If he gets that take.
Yeah, this is actually really nice. Looks like he's trying to take out just everything here, and in fact, it is working.
He does not discriminate.
Yeah, this is really bad news for MVP. His supply is dropping. Does put the siege tank on the high ground. He can siege that up quite easily now, in just a second, rather, as siege mode's about to finish. And he'll stabilize, but he's lost so many SCVs and so many units. He's actually lost 41 units, 13 SCVs total.
Man.
And that's a lot of kills. This was a very successful Roach push.
Yeah, very successful Roach push. Well, we've actually seen these Roach pushes more often now. They just become a little bit more popularized, which makes sense, as Terrans have been a little bit too greedy.
Yeah, and I feel like it's good on this map, too. You know, Terrans are going to be a little bit greedy here. You have so much high ground right near your natural. And by pushing the creep out like this, getting some quick speed Roaches, you're going to be completely safe. Terran has no real way in to deal you significant damage, and if they overextend at all, you can punish them. So we've been seeing this build actually quite a bit on this map in this matchup.
Makes sense. Plus, with mech being so popular,
it's
go for Roaches. But look, guess what? I've got Roaches already.
Yeah,
I wasn't even reactionary. I have them now.
I think that's maybe the best point of all, to be honest. You know, you really want to open Roaches a lot of the time against mech. It can put you in a very comfortable position where you can, you know, feel more free to tech up. You don't have to worry about Lings just randomly dying to Blue Flame Hellions and losing all your drones. So, Hive halfway done. 4 bases are up for RorO, but MVP is taking his 3rd now. The thing is, I feel like RorO's in a much better situation here. MVP, you know, tech-wise, I don't really like where he's at all that much. His 1-1 isn't done yet. He has 1 starport total. His 3rd base a little bit late. Siege tank count not.
This is the most terrified overlord in the world.
His friends are coming, don't worry.
You leave him alone.
Yeah, this is, I'm feeling really good about RorO's position here, man. And not just because he's up.
Look at the creep, man.
Yeah.
My God.
With his Roach Infestor, he's going to be feeling really nice. And in fact, I think he's going to go right into Ultras.
RorO reminds me a little bit of Symbol, where I'm like, he's so good at taking out the whole map and sucking up everything.
I see what you're saying. I can't say someone reminds me of Symbol completely until they make a million spines and spores everywhere.
Oh, bungled. We're totally bungled, man.
Trouble. Oh, nice to get rid of some of the Banelings. It was effective use of what was left there.
Yep.
But this Ultralisk Cavern is on the way. Ultra Roach, Speedbane, Infestor with good upgrades. That's a scary unit composition coming out of RorO right now.
This medevac, if it were to land, it would die with its 2 hit points. Not that they can land.
Yeah, it's a good
Some
thing.
noob at home's like, how do you make them land?
I've seen them land on Daybreak.
He makes a thread on like Team Liquid or something, and everybody just shuts him down. He's like, no one will tell me this. What's the secret? I gotta go to Yahoo Answers now. No, Tasis was joking, man. It's like Yahoo Answers, where you can always guess that somebody's mom is going to answer your questions.
A lot of funny answers on there. All right, Ultras are being produced. Chitinous Plating and Adrenal Glands both on the way. That +3 carapace is going to finish up in 5 Queens on the way. I love it. He's actually, you know what? I totally see what you're saying about the resemblance with Symbol. He's like a hybrid between Symbol and Lucira.
Well said.
Like, if we took all of the hair that I've stolen from Symbol and Lucira, melted it in a test tube, and then implanted it in some, like, I don't know, some test tube.
All the fingernail clippings that you've stolen of Lucira and put them together. Purely for science. Nothing weird about this. It's
no, it's... You would totally get RorO.
That makes sense.
That's where we're at. Okay, here we go, Tasteless. Moving forward with a lot of units. He is maxed out. Both players are maxed out. Gotta be careful here as RorO, because if you do get a really bad engagement, then that's a situation where MVP suddenly can start putting on that counter pressure. But it's a long walk and there's a ton of creep.
Yeah. All right.
That's so daunting how much creep there is on this map.
Well, that's like, there's almost too much to clean up. I mean, think of how many scans. You'd have to get a Raven, basically. And then...
Yeah, no, this is almost as daunting as Dante's Inferno, man.
Wow, yeah.
And that was so daunting it was an Inferno.
Those things are supposed to be hot.
Yeah.
We could have a drop over here at the bottom right expansion. I know you can see he's pushing back the creep. There's actually so many creep creamers down here. There's literally so many creep creamers down here that even one scan can't clean them all up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, he lost that. That's surprising.
Yeah, and ooh, this was actually good for MVP.
That Siege Tank blast got a lot of Banes.
Yeah, that certainly did. And we do have that +3 melee on the way. The Chitinous Plating is done. he's cleaned up on upgrades, man. He is just good to go as far as upgrades goes. With MVP, though, he's only on 2-2, just now starting 3-3. And this is a very strong, very good push. He's trying to keep him busy. Unfortunately, Corruptor's coming in, so that's not going to work out.
Well, this is going to do exactly nothing.
Exactly.
I think he pushed
that's how much it's going to do.
If you want me to quantify it, it's
precisely
exactly
0.
Yeah. The bad I didn't put it into negative numbers because he could use that medevac in that army in that push. So we're going to say that was -4 in efficiency.
Yeah. All right, so he is
is he just going to sack this?
Yeah, I think he has to. He's trying to make a transition to Broodlords because MVP's been a little bit too cautious with his push. He hasn't been able to do anything. Is he going to go for a counter push? Or is he coming from behind for a flank? That could be it.
I think he's going to wait for him to unsiege and hit him hard.
Well, this is weird how he's splitting up his units.
I think, is this a misclick?
I don't know.
No. He's regrouping over there. No, but he misclicked, so they're not going to be able to get him in time.
Well, you know, in the meantime, RorO has taken the top left, but MVP's taking a 4th base as well in the middle left. But this actually works kind of well in MVP's favor. He can come back around the left side, kill that top left while defending his new 4th base. And if he can keep RorO down on 3 for a little bit, while he gets his starports up and his Viking production going, then MVP is going to be in a perfect spot to take the game.
Well, Siege tanks, Marines, Marauders, all regrouping now. MVP is, see, this is where the sign of a good play. He killed that expansion, he went back home. That's actually like when you know you're going to have somebody good. He's like, no, the game's over, and just keeps hitting. He's going to regroup. Now, with the Broodlords here, this is actually a pretty scary thing. So he's going to try to buy time until he get enough Vikings over here.
Well, does save that for now. A lot of siege tanks. He's going to have to siege up. Otherwise, this is just going to be too powerful for the Banelings and Infestors. And he's starting to siege that area with the Broodlords.
And he actually put his army to the far left. Oh, no, he split some of his army, excuse me.
And he's actually not going to siege. That's very brave. And look at this. Oh, my God. Carnage
completely
everywhere.
obliterated here.
And this is what happens when you don't siege. But at the same time, we have a big counterattack going on by MVP. And how much damage can he get done? That slow Broodlord-based army is going to take a long time to get up here and defend anything, so this could turn into kind of a mini base trade where the better army definitely goes to RorO by like a huge %.
Yeah, but it's also the more immobile army. I mean,
yeah.
If he, all he has to do really is get this base over here and then get what's up on the high ground.
Yeah. Well, those Banelings! And it looks like he has cleaned up MVP's counter, which leaves MVP with almost nothing going on over here. And with that many queens, I don't care how many Vikings you're producing. I don't know that this can be taken down.
MVP is doing a good job of folding his base up into a little tight compartment in the bottom left, but I don't think he can stop this. Yeah.
It's like one of those stackable cups, Tasteless.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Matryoshka doll. Like the little Russian dolls you put inside each other.
I suppose you're right. Yeah, GG. I was going to say it's like a stackable cup, but RorO is the ocean.
Ooh, you're good. Yeah. Slow down there, Poet Artosis.
Yeah. Well, RorO takes game 1. MVP may get last place in this group. Well,
what if he loses the second one? He comes in, he's like, April Fools, guys. And we're like, you're out of Code S. He's like, oh.
It's not April 1st MVP, or you would have gotten a regame. I guess you messed up. Well, that's a tough loss right there. RorO obviously playing very well. So well, he thinks he's already won the match. RorO, get back in your booth, man. You didn't win the match. This match is still going on. You need to win 2 games against MVP.
We might have to stall. He's running to the restroom. So
I guess he is. Actually, Tasteless, I see him. He's walking to the restroom. How inconsiderate.
He is walking to the restroom.
Well, we don't really know he's going to the restroom. You don't know.
We got some time to kill them. Let's talk about that one time. It was 3 years ago, and we went on a this is before you had your baby. We went on a double date, and you guys were bowling. I had to show up late because I was in a taxi, and I never really bowled before. And what happened, Artosis?
What happened, Tasteless? Tell us.
I got all the pins knocked down. What is that called?
It's called a strike.
It's called a strike.
But you made that story up. It never happened.
It happened. And as I got the strike, I proceeded to never bowl again.
Yeah.
I quit there.
Once we were playing basketball, and Tasteless showed up late, and I went up
I'm late off
for a dunk, and Tasteless went up and stuffed it, and it flew so far, it got a swish on the other hoop.
Wow. Yeah. I forgot about that, but that happens sometimes.
Sometimes that happens.
And then I never played basketball again because I was worried you would find out that I don't know how to dribble.
That's true.
I can't. I'm so unathletic. If I try to dribble a basketball, it's like it just goes off. So it's true.
It's like it's got a motor in it that's making it be random.
Yes. How's your baby doing?
She walks.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
That's crazy.
Walks around, man. Scary
Babies
stuff.
grow a lot quicker than
I thought, for sure.
I mean,
I thought babies are babies
know,
for like 3 or 4 years.
I know better, but then I look at it, I'm like,
No,
they must stay infants for like 5 years, right? And then eventually they start walking.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, and then
Not the case.
No.
Turns out no.
they're getting smarter.
So I got a year they're walking around. It's kind of messed up.
I have this conspiracy theory that one day we'll all be dead and those babies will be running stuff.
Well, not me, but maybe everyone else. I'm going to live on the moon.
You're like Krang from Shredder,
You know, I was
right?
thinking of how to slow my baby down because she's advancing too quickly.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting her, like, you know those weighted training vests and, like, weighted ankle things and stuff that you use for training?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking just, like, attaching a bunch of weights to her.
Make a strong baby, man, yeah.
Well, I guess she'd just come out ripped and, like...
You have a ripped baby, man.
Yeah. Little baby muscles.
Yeah, she looked like Caldor, just shrunk down, man. Like,
she's got way more hair.
that's true. I forgot about that. The baby's got hair now.
All right, taste us the next map, Cloud Kingdom. A good choice by MVP.
All right, Cloud Kingdom, guys. We are ready. He's definitely ready at his restroom break. And MVP, his life is on the line. Let's do this here at GOMTV.net.